Today on the channel, we say Yo Joe once again with the G.I. Joe Retro Wave, Scarlet.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Retro unboxing and review. And today, we got one a lot of people have wanted in Scarlet. But for all your Scarlet needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to throw Duke under the bus. Yes, Duke! Don't get me started. Don't get me started, but it'll probably start. It'll probably start, but I'll try not to. I'll try to be good. We'll see what happens. But let's see what old Scarlet's up to in the retro line here. And by my count, this is the third Scarlet figure in the classified series line. I know some people say retros aren't classifieds, but come on, they're all the kind of same world going on. Just different packaging, different paint variants. But of course, a lot of people down on Duke, and rightfully so, but a lot of people down on Duke in Series 1 and Scarlet in Series 1. This isn't my Duke, this isn't my Scarlet. Well, the retro waves right here have fixed some of that here today. So Scarlet, looking only like a Scarlet could look if she was in the retro line. And beautiful packaging. It's basically upsized 3 3/4 from the 80s. We're here for it all day long. G.I. Joe logo across the top. Starburst right there in the background. Scarlet looking only like she could look once again. And you got the figure and all the fun going on there. On the back, we got the file card. One thing solely missing from the classified series, as we always do say. G.I. Joe logo at the top. Jibber Jabber UPCs. Then we got the cross-sell. Duke and Rakondo. We already unboxed them on the channel. Check out those videos if you did miss them. Let's see what it says about old Scarlet. Shauna M. O'Hara. O'Hara. Scarlet O'Hara. Are we taking it back to the old-timey movies? Maybe. I'm pretty sure that's what it's based off of in there. Role counterintelligence. I'm just straight intelligence, not necessarily counter. Primary specialty intelligence. Very intelligent woman, obviously, here. Secondary specialty classified, and I know what it is. I know what those boys are up to with Scarlet. Birthplace, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my goodness. She is a martial arts expert who started practicing at age 9. Oh, feeling fine at number 9. Scarlet graduated summa cum laude from 2 Ivy League universities, went on to excel in training courses in all 4 branches of the armed forces. But really struggles in the men department, like a lot of ladies do out there. Wants a dork like Duke, of course, and then there's Snake Eyes, the bad boy that you can't see his face or hear him talk. I don't know. I guess if I was going out with Duke, I'd say, you know, Snake Eyes looks pretty good. Sure, I can't see him. Sure, he doesn't talk to me. Sure, he wears that outfit all the time. Sure, he's got a pet wolf. But you know what? He's better than Duke. I think that's probably how it would end up going there. I don't know. You guys tell me. But looking good in the packaging department right here. Let's get old Scarlet out if I can. These are always hard to get out, too. I like to slide the little knife. I like to slide the knife down the side of the package and just kind of pull it out from the side here. Whip it out from the side is what you got to do sometimes. And we all got to whip it out from time to time. And I'm dropping things, knocking things over. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? But we're going to whip out old Scarlet here. There it is. Got a little Spider-Man style, little instructions, little don't put it in your mouth. Bam, see you later, goodbye. And then you get some of that. See you later, goodbye. And then you get the very long plastic prison right here. Plenty of stuff for Scarlet, looking good. Gonna pop all these things out. Oh my gosh, arrows for days as well, and probably a trick arrow or two. Scarlet always had those crazy trick arrows. Or I guess Lady J, she had those spears with all those trick things. Of course, leave it to Flint's woman to have all the crazy gadgets. Of course it would. Flint and Lady J, the G.I. Joe power couple. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Always the best. And we got extra hands with her as well. We don't get that a whole lot in the Joe line, of course, as we know. There it is. Almost there. Scarlet, she's out of the prison. See you later, goodbye. And then we do get another plastic prison, another weapon, and of course a little ponytail action. We're here for it. We got 2 different ponytails with her. Bam! See you later, goodbye. All right, let's start it off. Let's start off with accessories first. For old Miss O'Hara. Scarlet right here. Got the G.I. Joe classified stand. Absolutely love these. All in black. Looking good right there. We got 2 fists of the Scarlet Fury. Watch out, boys. She's got some fists. She's going to throw them at you right there. I'm here for that. Then we get all kinds of stuff. We get a little knife here, all in kind of a sandy color, I guess we'll call it, with a blade. I am sure we can store this on her. And yes, it does store at her hip. So I always love to be able to store that kind of stuff right there, as we know. Then we do get her crossbow, I guess is what this will be, a crossbow. And I'm going to try to put this together on the fly right here. A little bit hard to do, maybe. Should just plug in the top. I have to play with it a little bit here. What side is which? Which side is which? There we go. Maybe I got it backwards. I don't know. I'll play with it. But it is, of course, this, and you do got the crossbow. One of the greatest weapons ever. I remember the first time I shot a crossbow, one of my buddies had one, and he had a whole thing set up in his basement to shoot. And I never shot a bow and arrow or a crossbow ever in my life, and it was amazing. It had like a little red laser, and you pointed that. All you do is point that at the target, and bam. 100% Deadeye. It was absolutely wild. I don't think she needs that. She's a Deadeye shot, I am sure. But definitely looking good in the crossbow department. And then we do get 3, 4. Make it 4 different arrows here. Not sure we needed all these arrows. And I'm always nervous these are going to get lost somewhere along the way. But we do get 4 arrows. And it looks like 1 trick arrow out of the mix as well. So choose your own arrow adventure. And then she's loaded for bear here. She's got a little pistol going on. That kind of sand color once again. Little pistol action. She's got 2 big old machine guns here. She's not messing around. I would not mess with her at all. She's got 2 of these. Standard issue G.I. Joe one, and then I guess kind of a standard issue one as well over here. And there you go. Oh, look at that. An issue of Cosmopolitan magazine. She's going to find out what all the fuss is about with these guys and what these guys really want. That's what she's going to do. And I think if Scarlet was smart, she'd just say, Snake Eyes, move. Duke, move. I'm going off on my own, or probably fight for Flint. Really, that's probably what would happen. We all know. I don't blame her. Don't blame her. But Scarlet, a fine, independent woman. Hopefully she finds her way in life. We'll see what happens. But she's got 2 machine guns if she needs them. Then we do get a backpack here. Plugs into the back as usual. You can store those big weapons on the side here. Always love to be able to store as much stuff as possible on the figure, as we do know. Just all one color for the backpack. Pockets throughout on here, looking very good. Wish there was a spot to store these arrows, and there is. We'll get into that, I guess. That's what I was wondering. So now we get into Scarlet's head sculpt here, and she's got 2 ponytails. How do you like your ponytails for Scarlet? I guess you can leave her with nothing, or you can have the very whimsical windswept one, or a straight up ponytail. Really, at the end of the day, choose your own ponytail adventure. Nowhere to store an extra ponytail on her, though, unfortunately. But looking good. I definitely think of her with longer hair. I don't know about you guys, but it does look interesting with the short hair right here. Very fiery red hair going on, fiery red lips, a little bit of blue eyes going there. Good facial features here. Definitely an upgrade from the other Scarlets we got in the past from the G.I. Joe Hasbro classified line, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's absolutely perfect, but this is the best one so far. That's what I'm going to say right here. Looks very good. She's got some earrings going on. Looking very nice, looking very Scarlet. And then you got her outfit as well. Got kind of that sandy top down into the tights, down into the boots, forearms, all that. Really does feel like Scarlet to me. And then you got kind of the gray tights and everything else throughout that it overlays it. Looks nice there. You got the forearm guards. And then one thing very key to Scarlet is those ninja stars right there on the forearm. Always remember those. Definitely an iconic part of her figure back in the day, at least for me. Now, we talked about the waist belt here. You got a spot to store all of her arrows. Absolutely love that. Want to be able to store those on there for sure. Talked about it over here on the other side. You can store that little knife just in case she needs it. Talked about the boots. Looking very nice here. Very tactical as well. She does got butterfly shoulders. Arms go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. Nice trigger hand right there. Hands removable, of course. She's got 2 fists of fury and she can use them. Hands removable on the other side as well. Hula hoop at the very top up high there. And then, of course, no traditional... she does got a little traditional waist in there as well. So she's got the hula hoop at the top, traditional waist down there. Big old splits if you need them. We're here for that. And then, of course, you got the old drop down hips. Very Scarlet, very G.I. Joe. Thigh cut, of course. Double jointed, pinless knees playing the hits. Boot cut side to side, ankles back and forth, up and down side to side. Always love that. She does got those little thigh bracers on this side over here. They do fall down, as we saw. Reminds me of PTSD from Cyclops Marvel Legends, his old figure. They'd always fall down on me. Luckily, this sticks on fairly tight, so we're here for that. But a good-looking Scarlet, all in all. Got that little dash of red at the top there. Got a little canister here, a little gas can, I guess, is what she's got going on. but looking good. It's definitely Scarlet at the end of the day. If somebody hands me this figure, who is this? I'm going to tell you it's Scarlet. There's no doubt in my mind. And then I should mention, you just plug those ponytails in, just pop in there very easily, and you just choose your own Scarlet adventure. Just got to choose which one you like best. But Scarlet looking very, very good right here. And of course, does she fit on a Ringside Collectible Mattel stand? Head over to Ringside Collectibles, get the Mattel stand. Make sure you do use discount code Kyle to save yourself 10%, as we always do say. But Scarlet looking pretty good here, looking pretty good. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with this one. And for what I've seen at stores right now, hitting Target stores this line, I'm not seeing Scarlet. I've seen Ricardo, I see Duke, of course, many Dukes, seas of Dukes out there. But Scarlet, pretty hard to find right now. I think she's going to be short-packed, and I think she's going to be the hardest one to get because everybody wants a little Scarlet in their life. I know I do, right in here, right in my heart. That's where I want some Scarlet, like a young Brody King. Shout out to Brody King. There it is right there. But we did get the Snake Eyes origin movie version of Scarlet. This was probably the best Scarlet until this one came along. A lot of people use this as their main Scarlet in their collection, and I understand the reasoning for that because it is a little bit of an improvement on this one. The first incarnation just kind of looked too cartoony, especially with that bright orange hair. Also looked too much like a teenager or something. It just didn't fit what we think of with Scarlet. Now, this was based, of course, on that video game that was out at the time. So you give it a little bit of pass there, but I think a lot of people very happy with this version of Scarlet. And of course, another Scarlet we just recently unboxed on the channel was the Super 7 Ultimate. And when I think of Scarlet, this is what I think of. I say it all the time. I came into G.I. Joe via the cartoon, then the toys, then the comic book. So when I think G.I. Joe, I think cartoon first, then I think the toys, then I think the comic book. So when I think of Scarlet, this is what I think of. This is what gets me excited. That's why I love the Super 7 Ultimate line, because I've wanted ever since I was a kid a G.I. Joe line based strictly on the cartoon that I loved as a little kid, and I love to this day. So the Scarlet plays a lot of hits for me as well. And another guy that plays some hits for some people, I don't know why, and nobody's ever given me a true definition of why he's a good leader. I've put a lot of things why he's not a good leader, but nobody can ever say, they just say, well, Kyle, he is the leader. That's the way it is. That's the rankings and all that. I'm not talking rankings. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about the heart of the matter, the heart of it all. Anyways, try not to get on that tangent once again. Scarlet, Duke, back together for now until she runs off with Snake Eyes again, I guess is the way it goes right here. But all in all, a must-have pickup if you're deep into the G.I. Joe line. You want some of these heavy-hitter main players. This Scarlet's for you. You can't do too much better, at least as of right now here in 2024. So Scarlet, an immediate pickup if you're into this line, as voted by me. There you go. But there's Scarlet. What are your thoughts? Put it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day, and even more content for you on Patreon. And Patreon, you get early access to both YouTube channels. Make sure you subscribe to both of those over there. You get early access, you get a monthly Q&A, monthly giveaway, you get dog stuff, you get pizza stuff, you get glamour shots for all the videos. A lot going on the Patreon. Best way to support the channel, as you guys know. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget Amazon and Barnes & Noble, my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars series, by yours truly, just shy of 700 pages. A big boy book, if there ever was one. Appreciate all the support for this. If you do want an autographed copy, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Scarlet, not the Harlot, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.